Gents, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go again. The last guest of the day. Hello. The last guest of the day, once again, who we started with, is Doug Bolger of Lyons. Doug worked internationally with clients such as Amex, J&J, JP Morgan Chase, Microsoft, and as he mentioned earlier this morning, the Canadian Olympic team. What I'd like to do, and I know Mike this morning introduced Doug and said he's got this energy, we need to get the energy going. So I want to let everyone know in the other room that Doug's here. So please join me in a clap, let's get it going.
Okay, so I'm like 10 or 12 years old and we're driving across Canada. Okay, we have one of those station wagons, that beige one that had the brown paneling on the side. I don't know if any of you remember it. I know I do because I fought with my sister about what was my half of the back seat of that vehicle. The windows didn't go all the way down because they were afraid kids would climb out. So we're driving along and my dad is getting increasingly excited. He's like, you're gonna love this, I can't wait, you're not gonna believe it. So I'm like, okay, Dad, what is it? It's a whole new experience, a whole new way of movies, it's gonna change your life. I'm like, okay. So we're driving along, it takes a long time to get out of Ontario. We are camping in a KOA in Winnipeg. You remember what a KOA is? If you don't, you shouldn't be in this room. Okay, we get there, my dad's like, I'm gonna take you to a movie, it's Star Wars. Okay, so I am so young and so small that I still sit on the back of the seat. You know how the seat can go down? I'm sitting on the seat, I'm eating popcorn, I'm there with my dad. I'm used to things like Puff the Magic Dragon, and like mice that like fight with toothpicks and things like that. And then these three-dimensional, words go off into space and this music swells and I'm like immersed in another world. It's a completely different experience. It's like nothing I've seen before. And the characters get to the cantina, that whole wah, 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 wah. Like it's just totally different. Now as a kid, I'm like really drawn to Star Wars. Like the whole scope of it, like living off our planet and there being all different species. Like our imaginations haven't shrunk down at that point. We still kind of believe everything's possible. So as a child, I'm really engaged. And I have this character that I fall in love with, a little green guy. Because I'm little, he's little, and he's all powerful. I'm little, maybe I'm all powerful. So I fall in love with Yoda. Now, I believe that one of the most important distinctions in life comes from this particular piece of film. So I want to show it to you and bring you back, and for some of you, show it to you for the first time. And if you haven't seen this, then please go out and watch the new one. Is unbelievably good. It is, isn't it? Like really good. I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. The other remakes, they're nice too. Okay? So watch this and pay close attention to what Yoda says and what Luke says. Because this is a distinction for us today.
We'll never get it out now.
So to know you.
Master, moving stones around is one thing. This is totally different.
No different. Only different in your mind. You must unlearn what you have learned.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No. Try not. Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Now, everything that gets said in there, to me, is relevant to us as business owners, to us as leaders, to us as leaders of people. Because we have a lot of people like Luke in our life, don't we? Who believe that it's difficult and believe it cannot be done. And our role as leaders in an industry, which is why you're here, is the leaders come to the industry. Okay, the tire kickers, they don't come to the industry events. The leaders come, they connect, they know the importance of the growth of the industry. That makes you different than the people who are not here. You understand that importance. You understand the importance of the relationships. So you are the Yodas. Interestingly enough, Luke is levitating and stacking rocks on the ground, and his X-Wing fighter sinks into the mud. And he doesn't believe it can come out. And this is a persistent challenge that we are seeing with leaders the world over. We're starting to collapse into the mud of doubt. And the mud of doubt technically leads to a recession. Do you understand that?